last time we met was in this house. We were doing the Hendrix comparison. It just so happens that a few months later, I'm wearing the exact same outfit and the exact same hat. As long as there's no follow-up questions, we can proceed. Today, we are doing a shootout. Radically different gear. We have an Epiphone. This is a 2021 Epiphone Lazarus model. It's an Epiphone Joe B. Lazarus model that we sold originally for $899, and they go somewhere between $900 and $1,000 on the used market, which is okay. It's a good guitar, really good guitar. And we have a brand new JB branded, way huge deep state pedal, which is a Klon inspired device. Not say it's a Klon, it's a Klon-inspired device and runs on batteries, which I love. And to really kick it off, we have this wonderful early 90s Fender Sidekick Reverb 25, which retail between $100 and $200 depending on the day, and hopefully will continue to retail for $100 to $200. And this was a gift from a friend of mine who were into kind of esoteric things that may surprise you. So here we go. We have it kind of equally set, and we're comparing it to the '59 Les Paul Standard, aka the Skinner Burst, and a 1983 Dumble Overdrive Special with a 1995 Klon Centaur. Well, we'll see how it goes. Example number one. Now all of this can be purchased for under $1,400. All right, cork sniffers, here we go. We are now on the bourgeois side of this experiment. This is the Skinner Burst, 1959. This is the second one I bought. Not on reverb, but privately. But I wish I did buy it on reverb, because it would have been a lot easier. Anyway, that's a irrelevant subsequent event. And we have mid-90s Klon Centaur, the gold one. I don't know if it's the Grail, you'll tell me. It's got a tail on it, but doesn't have a point, but it's got a horsey, and it's gold. And 1983 Overdrive Special, Dumble. So here we go. Now we're going to go back and forth between the Klon and the deep state, and we'll see what it sounds like. It's also important to realize they're both set exactly the same. And we are playing at a reasonable volume today, but still too loud for most soundmen. But not my sound guy. He lets me crank it up. But they do sound virtually identical. I'm not just saying that because they're going to be on Reverb for sale, but they're going to be on Reverb for sale. My first Klon I had was given to me by Bill. My dad did a deal with him where at the Philly Guitar Show in 1994, Bill was kind of walking around with a knapsack full of them, just selling them. They were 125 bucks, which was a lot of money considering like an 808 tube screamer was like 80 bucks, and it was, you know. And he didn't have a booth or an amp to try it through, and so my dad would let him try the pedals through an amp. And I think he gave me one, or I bought one for half price or something like that at the end. And I owned it for maybe a year or two, and then got called to do a session. And I ended up working with a guy named John Leventhal, who was Roseanne Cash's husband and a wonderful player. And it was something having to do with that I ended up giving him the pedal. And it was like some early serial number, like serial number 12 or something like that. And then they kind of jumped off my radar until I started using the tweed amps, and I'd switch between the overrated special and the Klon, or sometimes a combination of both. And it just depends on the rig. They don't like all rigs, but if you have an already overdriven signal and you want to just hump the mid or do something cool, they are cool. But they are, I mean, Bill even admit this. It's like they've gotten out of hand as far as what people are asking for them and the prices of them. And it's also, you know, it's the toolkit. You know, we're sitting there with a Sidekick 25 Reverb and a Dumble overdrive special, and kind of, you know, in a roundabout way, achieving the exact same thing. You know, what we're trying to prove today is we're trying to debunk some of this mystery about what it actually takes to get a good sound. And, you know, you can gig with anything. You did something with a Classic 30, or Sidekick 25, a Dumble, we could pull out Marshalls, whatever. It doesn't really matter. It's the intent and it's the player behind it all. That is the thing to not forget. It's the player. So it comes with a little business card. It has no information on how to contact me, nor Jeorge Trips, so don't try. And it's a play on Billy Gibbons' famous business card that he always used to give out. It said Billy Gibbons, friend of Eric Clapton. So we took it a step further. So it says Bonamassa, friend of J.P. Shellnut, who's a friend of Billy Gibbons, who's a friend of Eric Clapton. How did the deep state come about? I was using a conspiracy theory, and Jeorge discovered a secret cache of secret diodes and capacitors, and you know, they opened up Area 51, and Jeorge was one of the first guys in there, and you know, helped himself to some parts, and he built this deep state, you know, because he had help from the deep state to get these parts. And I can't divulge sources or else I would be killed as soon as this video is over.